From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run here with Rico Dowdle, and he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the run, it's Dowdle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Prescott off play action. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Let's go. Ready. Set.
Play action, now it's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right. Turbo one, high.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They run here with Dowdle. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, here we go. 26. Yeah, 26. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Yeah. Here we go. 26.
Slot man moves right.
26.
Here's Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jalen Phillips, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick-6. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown.
It got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Hill. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Watson, Oscar. 21G, 21G. Solo left Zions. Let's go. Ready, set.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
20, TX.
Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Scat. Out.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Carlos Watkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Right here. Long. Hey. Set.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get